Hello and welcome. I am Marion Broom, the Dean of the Duke University School of Nursing, and I welcome you to the December 2020 recognition ceremony, virtual of course, for the School of Nursing and all of our wonderful graduates. I welcome you to this wonderful occasion when we celebrate the individual and collective accomplishments of the graduates who will be recognized here today. What a proud day for all of you, for the graduates, for the parents, spouses, children, and friends, and of course for our faculty who really feel a proud moment today. Traditionally, we hold our ceremony here in Duke Chapel, and it saddens us greatly that we cannot be here with each and every one of you as we hold our ceremony. We'd love to be able to do that in person and to watch everyone walk out those doors and give hugs. But alas, that's not meant to be in 2020. COVID-19 has tested all of us, every one of us, but you, our students, and our faculty and staff have shown resiliency through it all. I would like to recognize at this time our faculty, clinical nurse educators, clinical instructors, and staff. The contributions of these individuals go way above and beyond these last 8 months. And they have helped our graduates to not just progress, but to complete their studies, a remarkable accomplishment in today's context. It is now my privilege to introduce Gina Taylor Williford, who's been selected to speak on behalf of all graduating students. Gina is a December 2020 graduate of our Doctor of Nursing Practice program.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to address the graduating class of 2020 and all the honorable guests here today. I would like to sincerely thank Dean Marion Broom, Dr. Pereira, Dr. Chris Muckler, Jennifer Meyer-Dare, Marion Carter, and all the other esteemed faculty and staff that have touched our lives along the way at Duke University. I'd like to start by asking you, do you remember where you were the day you were accepted to Duke University? Boy, I sure do. I had brought a brand new computer and didn't realize the pop-up blockers were still in place. So I got an email from the admissions office that said, please access this link for your admission decision. So I clicked, and I clicked, and I clicked. That icon seemed to spin forever with the pop-up blockers. I finally panicked and called the admissions department, and the girl laughed and said, "We appreciate your enthusiasm, Gina. You have accepted our offer 4 times. It was a great day, and I'm sure you remember that as well. I was a certified registered nurse anesthetist practicing in Cape Coral, Florida. My life was going entirely as planned. It seemed there was a ray of sunshine every day. I was working trauma shifts, placing epidurals, administering anesthesia for cesarean sections. Basically, life was going exactly as planned. But when our family lost my brilliant 22-year-old niece, Cheyenne, to a car accident 4 days before she graduated from NC State, our life seemed to stop. My sister Dana, her mother, challenged everybody in the family to pick one of her attributes and carry it forward. I knew that I would pick up the baton and finish my doctorate degree at Duke University, as Cheyenne had just been awarded a full scholarship to attend here to get her PhD in biomedical engineering. So to honor my girl, I came to Duke University. But oh boy, I was not aware of how this university would change my life. I had no idea the profound influence of what was going to happen to me after I became a student here. There is no denying the amazing education that you receive at Duke University. I could speak on that all day, but we know that to be true. But what Duke University School of Nursing did for me was take me from a nurse who can to a nurse who will. Make no mistake, there is a profound difference between those two phrases. One changes the world, the other do not. The classes that I took at Duke University to get my doctorate in nursing practice forced me outside of my comfort zone. I was asked to write op-eds and submit to major publishers. I was asked to call practitioners in other specialties and ask for interviews. They changed me from a nurse who can to a nurse who will. My days of being an I Can nurse were clearly coming to an end the further I got into my education at Duke University School of Nursing. They pushed me to live in a realm of doing. In the early April of 2020, the atmosphere in Southwest Florida started to change. A new word was in our daily vocabulary and our thoughts: COVID-19. My colleagues and I were told that only emergency surgeries would be performed. Our Human Resources Department came to us and said, this is the way you fill out for unemployment. Use your vacation days. Take a few weeks off, maintain your standard of living, everything's going to be fine. But Duke University had changed me to a nurse who will. This was not enough for me. I felt a great uneasiness knowing that my colleagues in New York City were inundated, struggling with this raging pandemic. I was riveted by Governor Cuomo's daily description of the dire conditions in New York City. Our colleagues were working endlessly to fight against this seemingly invincible virus that was a great mystery to us. Remdesivir was a word not in my vocabulary. Plasma was almost unobtainable, and dexamethasone at that point was taboo. You see where I'm going with this. It was a mystery. My mind was set and my decision was made. 2 colleagues and I called a recruiter, and within 36 hours, we landed in New York City. We arrived on April 3rd, the day when that magnificent city was brought to her knees. COVID hospitalizations and deaths were at an all-time high. Times Square was deserted. Silence in New York City was eerie, and there was a looming uncertainty above us. But we were nurses that will. When we entered our hotel lobby, we came upon hundreds and hundreds of other nurses who, like us, felt the urge to join this fight for our nation. All nurses who will. They had left their spouses, their children, their homes, and all of their safe places. At this point in time, there was nothing but uncertainty about this virus and the effects it would have on our patients. Would we even return home? Would we become ill so many hundreds and thousands of miles away from home? We didn't have the answers, but what we did know is we were going nowhere. We were not leaving anytime soon. Our eyes were wide, and there was a really strange instant camaraderie between all of us who came in as strangers, but were instant family and soldiers. I'm so proud and blessed to have been assigned to Bellevue Hospital in New York City, the oldest public hospital in our great nation, the most storied facility in healthcare, and known for giving exemplary care to the homeless and disadvantaged during the very worst of time in this nation. Walking into Bellevue Hospital for the first time was a moment of truth. My hands were sweaty, my heart was racing, and I missed home. But I knew that Duke University School of Nursing had taught me to be a nurse who will. I was outside of my comfort zone, and I was going to keep going. As we were led to our assignments in the intensive care, I heard 17 overhead calls for emergency help. Code blue to MICU, code blue to SICU, airway emergency stat to step down. I'll be honest with you, for a moment, I thought they were simply testing their intercom system. I could not have been more wrong. When I stepped onto my unit the first time, I actually froze in my tracks and took a deep breath. I watched nurses moving from room to room, coding patients, transfusing blood, running their ventilators, mixing infusions, and battling to keep our citizens alive. In all this cataclysm, there was dignity, there was a sense of purpose, there was efficiency, and there was so much unity. The pride I felt at that moment in time was one of the strongest emotions I have ever experienced. My nurse anesthetist hat was put up on a shelf, and I pulled my intensive care nurse hat and put it back on. It had been since 2011 that I was at bedside caring for the unit, but that's where they needed me most, and I am a nurse who will. All of our specialties worked side by side. We had our strengths, we had our weaknesses, and together we put together a team that will be remembered forever, a team that would, and we did. During all of this, I'm so fortunate and thankful for several of the Duke University School of Nursing faculty members that reached out to me on a regular basis while I was serving in New York City. They sent me love. They sent me good and positive thoughts. I apologize for my less than stellar academic submissions during this time, but today I do hope they understand that little lapse that I had there. I appreciate you, and I will never forget the care you sent to me. After completing 43 days in New York City, I traveled to another desperate need place, and that was South Texas. I was 0.1 miles from the Mexican border. Although our food was great, our conditions were not. Again, I got off the plane, into the hotel, met hundreds of nurses who will. They had gathered to care for our brothers and sisters during this time of dire need. Our colleagues faced challenges that we could have never foreseen. We actually worked in a hospital that had been hit by a hurricane. I stood back and watched nurses run to code blues with water washing over their shoes, and hoping to goodness there were no electrical wires in the way. Nurses were working 36-hour shifts, tolerating environments with the hospital over 100 degrees with the air condition not working anymore. But all the while, there was dignity, unity, and pride in our profession of nursing. I and a fellow nurse had the honor of holding the hand of a dying patient as his daughter played Stand By Me on the iPad. She could not be with her father, but I was honored to be there with him. It had been her wedding song, and she had danced with her father at her wedding to this song only months before he passed. All of us nurses would honor the ones who had passed, maintain their dignity, clean the room, take a second to dry our eyes, and be given another critically ill admission within minutes. Nurses were expected to manage 3 to 4 patients on ventilators, with between 7 and 9 life-saving infusions going, and they did. They all did. These nurses were even faced with other practitioners who refused to enter the hospital and only give orders from home in the safety of their computer device. But time after time, the team that kept this entire hospital system going in our country were the group of nurses who will. There was dignity, there was respect, and we had a realization that nurses who will blaze the path and run towards the fire to save ourselves, our country, and our citizens and each other. We did not have a guarantee of returning home to our family, but we all abandoned our self-doubts for the well-being of our fellow Americans. We will push our fears aside, and we will lead the way to healing. We will hold your hand when we are taking your last breath. We will. We are all nurses who will. This past year has been one of extreme challenges for all of us, for me personally and for our profession. We could have never imagined the things that we have seen this year. However, I look at this year as a powerful opportunity for the nursing profession. For centuries, people have known what we can do, but now, the public must acknowledge what we will do and what we did. How would our great nation have weathered this pandemic without the masses of nurses who will? I applaud all professions in healthcare and other essential workers, but one cannot deny the power of the registered nurses, the nurse practitioners, the nurse anesthetists, and every other specialty who joined hands in this moment in history to fight an unseen and unknown opponent. We collectively looked this threat to the nation in the eye, joined arms, and we moved forward as one. We were nurses that will, and we did. For that opportunity, I am not complaining. I will forever be thankful and honored to have served in this moment in time. And I will forever be thankful to have been prepared by Duke University's School of Nursing to blaze a path forward while many others sought refuge. Every single one of you graduating today has proved that you are nurses who can. You have passed your exams, you have written your essays, you have completed your projects, and you have put in the required hours needed to finish your program. You now know, and you've proved that you can. But today, I ask you and I challenge you to become the nurse who will. Take this extraordinary education from Duke University that most only dream of, and I want you to step up. I want you to speak up. I want you to roll up your sleeves and question the unquestionable. I want you to fight through any fear that you may have to always do the right thing. You have shown us you can. Now I want you to show us that you will. I want to thank you for this unbelievable opportunity that I still can hardly believe to be true. My heart is with all of you as you join the greatest profession that can ever be imagined. I'm so incredibly proud to be part of this Duke University's School of Nursing graduating class of this undeniably epic Year of the Nurse 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Gina, for those very inspiring remarks. I would now like to welcome Assistant Professor and Assistant Dean of the ABSN program, Dr. Michelle Hartman, who will announce the recipient of the Ruby L. Wilson Excellence in Clinical Practice Award. I would also like to welcome Associate Professor and President of the Beta Epsilon Chapter of Sigma Theta Tau, Dr. Catherine Trotter, who will also announce the recipient of the Thelma Ingalls Excellence in Clinical Expertise and Scholarly Activities Award.
The Ruby L. Wilson Excellence in Clinical Practice Award is given at graduation to the ABSN student who most clearly demonstrates clinical excellence and leadership, and who has attained an exemplary academic record during the first 3 semesters of the program. Funding for the award comes from Dr. Wilson's generous gift to the Beta Epsilon chapter of Sigma Theta Tau. Dr. Wilson served as the Dean of the Duke University School of Nursing from 1971 to 1984 and is recognized by the University Board of Trustees as a Dean Emerita. The 2020 recipient of the Ruby Wilson Award in recognition of clinical excellence is an outstanding student both in classroom and clinical settings. The leadership skills, role modeling, mentoring, and compassion exhibited by this individual are exceptional, and the demonstrated ability to establish collaborative, positive relationships with patients, families, peers, and healthcare team colleagues are notable. In so very many ways, this individual has positively touched lives and improved our community. Like Dr. Wilson, this individual is a passionate and proud nurse whose warmth, integrity, creativity, drive to learn, budding passion, and enthusiasm without a doubt serve to advance our glorious profession. In support of nursing's faculty recommendation and the endorsement of the Beta Epsilon chapter of the Sigma Theta Tau, Nursing's International Society, it is my privilege to announce the recipient of the Ruby L. Wilson Excellence in Clinical Practice Award to Tara Jean Atwood. Congratulations, Tara.
I am so honored today to be here as the Sigma Beta Epsilon chapter of the International Nursing Society to present the Thelma Ingalls Award for Clinical Excellence in Practice in an MSN student. Today's award goes to Emma Tiemann. This award was founded in 1973 when Dr. Thelma Ingalls was here at Duke and formed and created the Clinical Nurse Specialist Program. We are so honored. I'm going to hand this to you for a minute and let me tell everybody a little bit about her work. Her nominator is a pediatric nurse practitioner who talked about Emma's ability to learn each week, to find the research to add to more of clinical care. She actually was part of the North Carolina NAPNAP conference that presented a virtual poster on mental illness in young people, particularly their anxiety, and this is excellent work and we congratulate her. I'll step away and let her say congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And now it's time for my favorite part of this ceremony. We are moving into the presentation of graduates. At this time, we will recognize the students earning their Doctor of Nursing Practice, Master of Science in Nursing, Certificate awardees, and Accelerated Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree recipients.
Thank you, Dean Broom. It is my pleasure to present the graduates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree. These graduates have been prepared to lead in the healthcare system of the future. They will bring solutions to the gaps in care, and they will evaluate current practices looking for opportunities for improvement. I am so proud of all of you and your accomplishment of obtaining the Doctorate of Nursing Practice, especially in these past few months when we've all been challenged. You did it. Congratulations.
Sarah Annette Adcock. Bosade Omalola Adadire. Oluwakemi Olofinkua Adeniyi. Marilyn Kukua Akie. Isabel Christine Alencar.
Thank you, Mom, for believing in the American dream and the value of education. Thank you, Dr. Padilla, my advisor, for being so incredible. And my DNP posse, Martin and Gina, couldn't have done it without you guys.
Alexander Jeffrey Arno. Sarah Baxley. Stephen John Bodnar. Molly Christine Bonenberger. Shane Bridgman. Cassandra Amada Shoemaker Brino. Brooks Michael Bukowi. Susan Howard Catchings. Huang Shran Chang. Melissa Lynn Cheeks. Olivia Chloe Del Pizzo. Helen C. Fong.
To my awesome and beloved husband, who has constantly been my rock as I embark on this journey, thank you very much, and I love you.
Patera Anitra Foy Fuller. Christopher O'Neill Fry. Ingrid Mary Gunther. Ashley Lanai Harmon. Emily Ann Hartman. Linda Velia Lehman Hinton. Wendy Elizabeth Holland. Elizabeth Lum Houston. Keena Ladon Jackson.
It's been a long journey to becoming Dr. Jackson, but it would not have been possible without the love and encouragement from my family. And
Rachel Renee Jackson. Amber K. Johnson. Brian Daniels Jones. Kirsten Elizabeth Cadlick. Jamie A. Kifrimpong. Rachel A. Loberg. Kendra A. Manival. Lisa Moore McDowell. Tiffany Yates McEwen. Casey Elizabeth Tucker McLaughlin. Laura Hollister Meadows. Michalina Elizabeth Mocino. Jacqueline Elizabeth Migliorisi. Amber Renee Misra. Denise Yvette Mozone Marshall. Julie Diana Nebo Baker. Amy Sue Norbury. Dhruthi Rajendra Patel. Beckett Saxman Perkins. Tammy K. Porter. Christopher James Rogie. William Beauregard Rowe. Martin Angelo S. Rosario. Vina Sunan Ikon. Laura Christine Schondert.
Thank you so much to all of my family and friends. I'm so excited. A special thanks to my dad, my brother, and my mom. Mom, I miss you, I love you, and this is for you.
Shauna Marie Schmidt. Sarah Ann Schwiso. Stephen Michael Scott. Micah Shizui Alika Seifert. Tisha St. Rose. Julie McAdam Steele. Jennifer Mary Forsman Stoyle. Sarah Lamar Talent. Caroline Trachik. Brittany Nicole Trethaway. Marie-Laure Germaine Vetterly. Gina Taylor Williford. Denise Angela Williams.
Thanks to everyone who has been a part of my doctoral journey, and congratulations to all my fellow graduates.
Denise Ann Wolf. Rongfang Zhang.
Hi, this is Rongfang. I'm from Singapore, and this is really a wonderful time for us to graduate from DNP 2020.
It is now my pleasure to present the graduates of the Master's of Science in Nursing degree and the certificate awardees. These graduates have been prepared to contribute to the science of nursing in their specialty area of practice by analyzing underlying disparities and integrating their knowledge of social, political, environmental, and cultural factors of health to improve the overall health of diverse populations. I'm exceptionally proud of the work these graduates have done and so pleased to present them to you now.
Desta Abate.
I would like to say thank you to Doosan's world-class professors and my dear family.
Kelsey Lynn Abbott. Whitney Messer Abel. Laura Caroline Aguilla. David Alphon. Joan Elizabeth Allison. Melissa Anderson. Rachel Elizabeth Bradford Andrews. Nicholas Gregory Archer. Catherine Ann Ariano. Amy Frances Badillo. Barbara Doyle Barrett.
Thank you, Dusan, for this amazing journey. Congratulations, graduates 2020.
Sarah Kelly Baskind. Dana Noel Beck. Dwayne Eddie Bell. Kristen Marie Benjamin. Tamana Bardawaj.
Thank you, Mommy, for always believing in me. Thank you, Papa, for figuring out what a nurse practitioner is. And thank you, Perna, for putting up with all my mood swings. I'm graduating from Duke because of you guys.
Megan Kathleen Black. Nina Black. Krista Marie Blanton. Bianca Ariana Bostick. Kelly Bradshaw. Nicholas David Brady. Ellen Branham. Kimberly G. Broadwell. Anna Buton. Jacqueline Elena Butler. Misha Ayla Nicole Cameron. Casey Candarini. Gwen Elizabeth Carnegie. Meredith Allen Carr. Crystal Doob Carroll. Randall Lee Kaufman. Jennifer Lee Coker. Patrick R. Corrigan. Jessica L. Kreiser. Jason Cucciara. Meredith Ashley Odom Cullip. Christy Lynn Davis. Mary Elizabeth Davis. Nicolina Colette DeWitt.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my friends, my family, professors, and my fiance. Thank you for supporting me over the last 2.5 years. Congratulations, everyone.
Anna Taylor Dodd. Matthew Dowell. Renee Ann Ducat. Nelby Ann Duran. Stephanie Marie Edwards Lachu. David Edward Erickson. Sarah Elizabeth Evans. Allison Ferry. Kathleen Suzanne Feely Lynch. Alexandra Michelle Femps. Jillian Tate Fetzner. Caitlin Ann Field. Shayna Melinda Freeman. Nicole C. Gabrault. Betsy George Irish. Paige Givner Guillieri. Kelsey Lynn Gilchrist. Sharith Godwin. Kiara Jade Goldwag. Shannon Grappy. Lindsay Green. Kimberly Michelle Hare. Shannon Joyner Hall. Leanne Hartman.
I want to wish everyone the best, and woo, we did it.
Lauren Fowler Hensel. Nicole Ray Hess. Anna Kathleen Hessian. Kim Huang. Danielle Hockey. Michaela Dolhoff Holt. Catherine Ann Hood Scott. Anjanette Horman. Aneka Giri Hugerich. Shanna R. Ingram. Lindsay Joanne Jackson. Jacqueline Ann Jakubowski. Elizabeth Comfort Jacobson. Jessica Jarvis. Jennifer Lee Jewell. Sarah Elizabeth Johnson. Aaron M. Jones. Katerina Eleni Kafkas. Laura May Noel Kendall. Catherine Rose Curian. Lindsay Ann Clem. Kelsey Ann Komachak. Michelle Cotti. Anna Therese Kowalczyk. Marie Nicole Kreider. Lauren Rachel Kromidis. Anitza Peros Land. Emily Ann Langley. Elisa Marie Lantier. Lana Nicole Lachaubert. Judith Lee. Abigail Rose Lewis. Christy Ann Leland. Allison Lieb. Christine Elizabeth Lipsky. Zoe Wilson Livingston. Hallie Sewell Loyacono. Linalia Lopez. Lindsay Coker Lucky. Sarah Alice Luffman. Caitlin Lytell. Kimberly Wright Lyle. Elizabeth Claire Moffett. Sarah Allen Malone. Jamie Elizabeth Mancuso. Laura Mendel.
I'm so ecstatic to be graduating from Duke's PMP program. Thank you to my family, friends, preceptors, and professors for all your guidance and support.
Armando Valdez Martinez Jr. Melanie Rose Martinez. Chelsea Allison Mattox. Kendall Lauren McCausland. Emma Elizabeth McClain.
We did it! Yay!
Hannah Elizabeth McCallanan. Sarah Langston McGee. Cassidy Dawn McRory.
Yay!
Ruben Madala. Teva Francis Melvin. Rachel Deborah Meyer. Rachel Lauren Miklas. Jaden Moore Metee. Abigail Corbett Millard. Christopher Miller. Megan Nicole Minton. Sophia Marie Mooney. Ginger Annette Moore. Catherine Elizabeth Moore. Madeline Rose Morales. Venecia Dolores Morgan Smith.
Congratulations to my peers in the class of 2020, and thank you very much to all of those who helped me along the way.
Gabriela Alejandra Mota George. Millie McAdam Muffley. Tanya Munger. Amy Caroline Myers. Nicole Navarre. Kimberly Niemeyer. Stephanie Novak. Elena Marie Novitsky. Jesuit Paul Nugas.
I'd like to share this moment with my family and friends for their support. Lastly, I would like to thank my mentors at Capital Cardiology Associates, Albany Medical Center, and Dr. Margaret Bowers.
Wahid Olawoyan Alabode. Krista Joy Owens. Sarah Misrahi Parker. Tressa Doss Parker. Celine Marie Garcia Pascual. Nalaban Patel. Jesse Lee Patterson. Ryan Plesher. Gloria Rhodes Porter.
I'm so glad this day is finally here. Thanks to my husband, Ray, my son, Nick, my dad, my brother, friends, family, faculty, and fellow students. Thank you.
Laura Lee Porter. Lindsay Marie Potter. Chong Ji.
I'm so thankful for this special graduation ceremony. I sincerely appreciate all the support from my husband, my daughter, and my mom.
Carolyn Rakes. Jessica Holsey Resnick. Zara Roble. Camille Elise Rogachon Labau. Anne-Marie Elizabeth Ross Morse. Jennifer Ryan Rowe. Jason Douglas Roy.
Thank you to my wife, my kids, my family, my friends for all your support. It's finally done.
Miwa Saito. Anne Louise Schminsky. Samantha Marie Schmittendorf. Amy Lee Shrake. Mariana Philomena Schreiner. Sherry Lynn Scott. Lisa Michelle Selby. Geeta Sharma. Stacy Lynn Sheffield. Christopher John Sherlock. Catherine Swanby Shuford. Jessica Shoemate. Deborah J. Sides. Monica Rose Skonieczny. Jennifer Ann Smith. Lisa A. Snyder. Jennifer Spores. Barbara Brianne Spradlin. Alkita Stevens. Jennifer Stewart. Natalie Elena Stewart. Kirsten Marie Struck. Kimberly Lynn Swenson. Whitney Rains Tahari. Emma Lee Tiemann. Tabitha Lee Thompson. Sarah Thornton. Melissa Williams Toper. Kyle Troop. Amy Gerard Truman. Amy Lynn Tucker. Mara Eileen Tuffy. Rachel Tall Brown. Trisha Vanderpleg. Lori Versola. Amy Cassano Vicari. Joanne Marie von Koska. Alyssa Ray Wadding. Victoria Hansen Wachter. Megan Walker. Lindsay Jordan James Walters. Wei Wei Wang. Stacy Warner. Alexandria Warren. Virginia Weymouth. Kristen Aaron Whitley. Leah Michelle Wickerham. Kara Beth Willett. Emily Barnes Williamson. Thomas Michael Wilms. Jillian Grace Winter. Madeline Bailey Wise. Catherine LaFoy Zimmerman.
It is my pleasure to present the graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. These graduates have been prepared to lead and provide care that takes into account socio-cultural political determinants of health, illness and disease, as well as address health disparities in vulnerable populations locally and globally.
Madison Margarita Aguilera. Rebecca Frances Fisher Allison. Tara Jean Atwood. Tatiana Bolabai. Brittany Nicole Butera. Corey Randolph Camalier. Megan Elizabeth Cardwell. Ashlyn Elizabeth Carey. Sarah Catherine Chin. Sydney Michelle Collette. Kiara Lee Dandridge. Erin Michelle Dodd. Marcus Allen Downs. Elia Felice Edwards. Isabella Fabrizio. Rose Kelly Feinberg. Caitlin Christine Field. Catherine Wilson French. Micah Fry.
I just really appreciate all your support, and I'm very excited to start my new journey as a nurse. So thank you guys so much, and congratulations, everybody.
Brianna Naima Gambrel. Dana Lee Geiger. Haley Catherine Geringer. Kaylin Grace Glasser. Emily Ann Grinstead, Sarah Jenkins Hall, Margaret Angela Harkin, Kathleen Ray Hawthorne, Chelsea Elizabeth Hearn, Tazir Hussein Idris, Margaret Eileen Jala, Sarah Lynn Jennings, Sophie Elizabeth Jocelyn, Shariza Kamal, Victoria Cantemir, Sarah Marie Kent, Esther Kim, Samantha Lafarga, Shelley Rose Lay, Eunice Yu Lee, Akdes Fatima Lalane, Caitlin Ann May, Catherine McLaughlin, Erin Elizabeth McNeil.
Hey guys, I just want to say a quick thank you to my family, to my friends, to my cohort, and to the staff of Doosan for making this possible even during a global pandemic. We did it, guys. Congrats, class of 2020.
Samantha Alice Minnick Mingus, Elizabeth Kelly Mizell, Mohammed Ali Ibrahim Mohareb, Caroline Lauren Munoz, Anasat Nadirovna Masueva, GN Julia Na, Not One Hai Win, Heather Eileen O'Donoghue, Josephine Elizabeth Gates Orlandella, Lydia Danny Osgood, Kellen Ann Peter, Kaylee Price, Cassandra Elizabeth Cheering, Liana Jean Rice, Catherine Rose Reimel, Madeline I. Rose, Lily Sapon, Angela Lauren Solario, Erica Rosalie Sealer, Alina Shevchenko, Nicholas James Silva, Chelsea Diane Scoff, Kennedy Grace Sullivan, Elizabeth Ann Summers, Jordan Teague, Angela Ungsri Wong, Ashley Brooke Warner, Unique Deshana Whitehurst, Jalicia Monet Williams. Samantha Ann Woji. Jingfang Yu.
Now, please join me in congratulating every one of our graduates. I now welcome Marianne Tango Williams, who serves as the president of our Nursing Alumni Association, to provide her remarks on behalf of the alums of Duke University School of Nursing.
I'm Marianne Tango Williams, and as president of the Duke School of Nursing Alumni Council and a proud graduate of the class of 1981 BSN program, I am thrilled to represent all amazing Doosan alumni in congratulating each of you on this incredible milestone and on the new important chapter that is about to unfold. Proud Duke nurse and alumnus. I know it has been difficult to cross the finish line away from dear friends, classmates, and faculty at Doosan. But I'm confident you still created cherished memories as students that lifted you through this challenge and will last a lifetime. This is your time. From this moment forward, you will be forever known as a Duke nurse. You are a leader. You are innovative. You are resilient. You are compassionate. You make a difference. I ask that you honor our legacy, a legacy that encompasses 90 years of Doosan Strong. I challenge you to embody the responsibility that comes with being a Doosan alum and nurse leader. Pay it forward. Share your contagious passion, lead by example, and stay connected with our School of Nursing. Your Doosan alumni family is counting on all 240 of you. It is so fitting that we celebrate you in the Year of the Nurse. Congratulations on this magnificent achievement. We are proud of you and we wish you the best. Forever Doosan.
Congratulations to each of you. On behalf of all of us at Duke University School of Nursing, I extend my sincere wishes for a future of successes. As I look back over my own nursing career, I am struck by how nursing has evolved over time as a profession. I have seen how nursing has held on to its traditional values, but has also played them out in new and exciting ways, and that certainly is something we've seen this year. Faced with dramatic challenges of a changing healthcare delivery system, nurses are called upon to lead in areas beyond hospital walls in ways never dreamed of by earlier generations. And we have all seen the last 8 months the incredible courage that our colleagues in practice have shown. They've looked suffering, grief, and pain in the face and kept walking to work to care for those patients. I urge you to assume those responsibilities as they have and to meet those challenges as you seek to live out your own passions as a nurse and achieve all of your professional aspirations. For some of you, that will mean coming back to see us, I hope, eventually returning for a master's, a DNP, or even a PhD. For others, you will immerse yourself at intervals into professional development opportunities to grow your talents and your leadership strengths. As professional nurses who are Duke graduates, you will be committed to lifelong learning. You are our future. So, please maintain the idealism and caring that made you want to become a nurse in the first place. This is what will continue to feed your mind and your soul. Be true to those special relationships that nurses have with their patients, and again, that we have all seen this past year. As you bear witness to birth, struggles with illness and death, may the heroism and grace of your patients and their families fill you with wonder and enhance your own growth and development as both a nurse and as a human being. See life's challenges as an opportunity to utilize and refine the problem-solving and critical analysis skills we have helped you to develop, the clinical reasoning and communication, and most importantly, the caring skills you now bring into the profession of nursing. Dynamic change is certainly the norm in today's world. You came to us as leaders, I've told you that before, but we have been so pleased to help shape you on this particular leadership journey. I have every confidence that your abilities will continue to serve society well into the future. Enjoy the support of good colleagues in nursing and other health professions. To be committed to nurturing and mentoring the next generation of nurses, just as those who've come before you have done for you. We all remember fondly those who mentored us, each in their own way, and each of us with our own personality. The common thread among each of us with our mentors is that they believed in us. Sometimes they saw things in us we did not see in ourselves. They believed in our potential. So remember to pay it forward. Please stay connected with us at Duke University School of Nursing. Again, we are so proud of you. Let us know where you are and what you're doing. We take great pride and pleasure in your accomplishments. As you begin your practice or continue your practice as a nurse leader, you will join more than 7,000 graduates of the Duke University School of Nursing. Today is one milestone in your life, the closing of one chapter and the opening of another, more hopeful chapter in your career. We thank you for casting your fate with us this short time for those of you in the ABSN program and for longer periods of time in all of our other graduate programs. Now we cast our fate with you as you begin or you continue your nursing journey. I have faith and know that you will represent us well. So finally, once again, I want to congratulate you on being resilient, being brave, and really completing your education during an incredibly trying time in our world today. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Duke University School of Nursing Nightingales, who will lead us in singing Duke's alma mater. This group includes members of our faculty, our staff, and our students.
Dear old Duke, thy name